Hello everyone, welcome to TV62's coverage of the Intramural Basketball Championships. Real quickly, we're going to go over what's going on with you tonight. Tonight we're going to be covering, the first game is going to be the CoRec game between the Track Stars and the WCU Giants, and then we're going to cover the women's game, and then the Greek versus men's B game, and then we're going to cover the men's A game. Caleb Rutherford, along with Jake Myers and Kyle Rush, visiting us for a moment here, and we're going to give it to the PA to start this off.
Good evening and welcome to the Ramsey Regional Activity Center here on the campus of Western Carolina University. This evening we proudly present the Intramural Basketball Championship Night hosted by the Department of Campus Recreation and Wellness. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road with the starting lineups for our CoRec Championship game. First, the starting lineup for the home team, the WCU Giants. Starting at shooting guard, number 13, Kayla Hahn. At forward, number 54, Vince Williams. At point guard, number 24, Alex Bialy. At small forward, number 14, Leanna Erickson. And a big man at center, number 45, Dan Polowski.
And now, the starting lineup for the home team. The Track Stars in the yellow. Number 2 at point guard, Kentavious Wilson. Number 6, Aaron Leonard at shooting guard. Number 9, Kelsey Green. Number 7, starting forward, Matt Harlfinger. And number 14, from the High Point Andrews, Chris Collins II.
All right, here we go, getting ready for tip-off here for the CoRec game of the Intramural Championships. And the tip is won by the Track Stars and Team Yellow. Aaron Leonard with the ball now. Shot is missed. The three-pointer by Alex Bialy is no good, rebounded by Pulaski.
Probably should have taken that shot. That wasn't a very good shot to take.
Well, you want to try to get to your big man, and a quick turnover by the Track Stars. Bialy's bringing it down the court. And layup is good. Quickly 2-0. WCU Giants.
He could probably continue to exploit that with his size and his speed because I don't think they'll be able to defend him or rotate over, so we'll see about that.
Shot by Aaron Leonard is no good. Rebounded by Matt Harlfinger. There we go. I'll get that one out eventually.
Talk about a high arcing shot right there.
Mm-hmm. Bialy bringing it down the court. And shot is no good. Rebounded by out of bounds. That almost took us out. It is Giants ball. Hahn will inbound to Bialy. Bialy taking it to the left. Turnover by Williams, and Kentavious Wilson bringing it down the court now. And it is out of bounds, going the other way.
It was a good idea, though. It was a good idea. It was definitely there for him.
Yeah, anytime you get a chance to take it on the court like that, you should.
I think that if they continue to get out in transition, they definitely have a really good shot of continuing to keep the pace up.
Bialy for 3. No good. Rebounded by Aaron Leonard. Leonard bringing it down the court. And it looks like there will be a foul. Couldn't see the number as a foul on the WCU Giants.
They keep this transition up. Track stars can definitely exploit the defense.
Matt Harlfinger to shoot free throws at the line, maybe shooting 2. And he misses the first. One thing that's really hard about these intramural games is that sometimes you can't see the numbers at all, so it's really hard to tell who's doing what. And he misses the second, rebounded by Williams. Got to make those. Those are free points. You got to make those at any level.
Definitely become a factor later on down the road.
I'm sorry, that was Pulaski on the rebound. They've got the numbers backwards here. Williams for 3. No good. And almost saved by Kalahan, but was unfortunately not quite close enough. Now the track stars have the ball. Wilson inbounds to Leonard, who's bringing it down the court slowly now. And the shot is good by Harlfinger for 2 points. It is 4-2 in favor of the track stars right now. Bialy into the lane, turnover, recovered by Kelsey Green. Quickly to Leonard, no good. Leonard with the full court press now, but unfortunately she's the only one on her team back there. Bialy's into the paint, passes it out to Williams for 2. Tied now, 4-4. Wilson bringing it down for the track stars right now down the court. Quick inside to Harlfinger for 2, no. Rebounded by Williams, and now Bialy's bringing it down the court quickly. And offensive foul on Bialy.
I'm actually kind of surprised about that foul because it looked like he was moving his feet. It wasn't set.
Yeah,
so
it
I'm
looked
surprised
like
it didn't stay on the other end.
Agreed. It looked like his feet weren't quite set, but they're going to give it to him. And Contavious Wilson lost the ball, but they're going to say that Bialy touched it on the near side. It's going to be track stars' ball.
The Giants, they need to keep the track stars out of the painted area because they're getting in too deep and they're just kicking it down the baseline and getting easy buckets.
The inbound to Leonard with the quick layup is no good. Rebounded by, I believe it was Pulaski, out to Bialy now. Bialy looking. Still looking. Bialy for 3. And he nails it.
Bialy with the 3.
Now 7-4 in favor of the WCU Giants. And it looks like the track stars are trying to slow the game down just a little bit.
Even with that shot attempt and that make, I'm surprised they're still not trying to go in size with their huge size advantage.
They may be trying to soften up, and a quick turnover by the track stars, and Bialy's rushing it down the court now. And he trips and loses the ball. Wilson recovers for the track stars, and he's rushing it down the floor the other way. Another turnover for the track stars.
I like the tempo it's at, but they need to stop forcing things inside when it's not there. They just need to take it back out.
Yep.
I do like the transition game they're pulling out from the track stars right now.
Bialy with a quick pass inside to Williams. And it is no good, and Harlfinger recovers. And it looks like Bialy stole the ball from Harlfinger. Bialy to Williams for 2, no good. And it looked like Bialy had that one, but a nice swat from Erickson, it looks like. I'm sorry, that is Chris Collins.
Williams should have hit Bialy cutting down the middle. He missed that right there.
Looks like it is going to be a foul, a non-shooting foul on the track stars.
I actually think it was a kickball on that one.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
I couldn't see it. Couldn't see what they called. And Wilson blocked the shot by Hahn. However, Pulaski ripped the ball out of Wilson's hands and unfortunately was unable to capitalize on it.
Surprised the ref didn't call a foul right there. It seems like a little hacking going on down under the basket.
Yeah, they're letting them play a little bit. This is a championship game.
I'd definitely like to see that happen.
Oh, yeah. Collins, no good on the layup attempt.
He might not be getting those shot attempts to fall, but if he keeps getting in the paint like that, the Giants are going to have a hard time later on in this game.
All right. Williams bringing the ball down to Erickson, to Bialy for three. No good. Rebounded by Collins. Collins rushing it on the floor to Leonard. I'm sorry, that is Green. I'll get these names right eventually.
That was a nice full court pass, nice vision.
Kelsey, Green.
Bialy bringing it down the court, slowly surveying the defense. Quick inside to Williams. Hahn for three. No good. Hahn almost got her own rebound, but the ball went off her leg. And it is out of bounds. Going yellow ball.
Subs coming in now for both teams.
Substituting in for WCU Giants, that is number 18, TJ Erickson. They're getting the names wrong. Quick inside pass to rejected.
That was good help defense on that one.
Gotcha. For three is no good by Harlfinger, rebounded by, I believe that's Bialy. Bring it down the court, slowly surveying the defense. Quick pass out to Erickson. Looks like it was tipped by Harlfinger, but recovered by TJ Erickson. There's two Ericksons on WCU Giants.
Looks like the Giants went with a smaller lineup here.
And Leanna Erickson shooting two, I believe, and the first is no good. While she's shooting a second, we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Ryan Keys. Ryan. Pass out to Hahn, out to Bialy, who brings it into the paint and passes it out to Linker. Linker goes out to Hahn. Hahn looking to drive, passes it out to Bialy for three. No good. Rebounded by Harlfinger. Harlfinger bringing it down the court now. Lobs a pass up to Collins, who passes it out to Hargrove. No good. Hargrove in the paint now. Blocked. Looks like it's blocked by TJ Erickson, who loses the ball. But Linker recovers for the Giants. Out to Hahn for three. No good. Rebounded by Wilson. Hannah Prince bringing it down the floor now. Passed out to Collins for, looked like may have been a two-point attempt. He airballed it. Out to Wilson, who drives, and turnover by the Track Stars.
Good ball movement, just forcing too many things. It's still forcing too many things right now.
It looks like they're trying to rush a little bit, maybe a little bit of nerves going on. Hahn's out to Bialy. Bialy out to Linker. Linker for three. No good, just a little bit short. Collins with the rebound, bringing it down the court pretty quickly now. Collins inside to Harlfinger. Nice reverse layup right there. That's a good job in the paint. Bialy outside to Linker, who looks inside to Erickson and turns the ball over to Collins, who's running, has a fast break opportunity down the court, pulls up and makes the two. It is now 13-7 in favor of Track Star. 6:25 to go in the first half. Bialy passes inside and turns the ball over again to Chris Collins. Collins passes out to Prince. Passes it to Wilson for the easy layup.
This transition game is really affecting the Track Star. It's really hurting the Giants right now.
And that's a timeout by the Giants.
And the Giants take a timeout. Here's 6:13 left in the first half. The score is 15 for the Track Stars and 7 for the WCU Giants. And Jake, tell me a little bit about what you're seeing right now so far in the first half.
Well, really, the Giants are just being too careless with the ball. Bialy, he's taking up the floor. He's working it around, but the problem is he's just forcing too many things, which is creating too many transition opportunities, fast break for the Track Stars, and they're just beating them down the court. More effort plays, more hustle, and they're just finishing on the other end and just exploiting them too much, and that's why we got the score.
Yep, absolutely, and I agree with you, Jake. And, you know, the thing the Giants need to do is they clearly outsize the Track Stars, and what they need to do is they need to get their big guys in there and just play kind of a post-up game, get some of those in the paint points, and they could turn this game around. Still plenty of game left. But they got a guy in Pulaski Williams. They got it all backwards. That's Pulaski. I'll figure it out. But a guy in Pulaski who's a head taller than everyone else on his own team, let alone the other team. And they just need to give it to him. Just let him put the ball up. You know?
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not working it down in the post more, considering their size advantage. But
and it looks like they've been trying that a little bit, but they've been turning the ball over.
Yeah, too careless with the ball.
Yep, giving the Track Stars free points down the court.
Looks like Pulaski's back in, so maybe they're going to try to go inside now and try to get this game back in their favor.
Bialy now inbounds the ball to Hahn, who brings it down the court. Looks like they're trying a little bit of a different setup right now. Hahn passes out to Erickson, who goes for three, and no good. Looked like Bialy had a shot at the rebound, but Hallfinger brings it down the court, and the quick layup is good. It's now 17-7 in favor of the Track Stars.
It continues to be these hustle plays that are beating the Giants right now.
Absolutely. Hahn's back out, pass out to Carlfinger. Came at Bialy. I'll get it right. Bialy for three. No good. Collins with the rebound. I'll tell you what, Collins, even though he's a little bit smaller than Pulaski and Williams, is still getting in there and getting those rebounds.
All you got to do is put a body on him. He'll back him right out.
Yep.
Doing a really good job backing out.
Collins out to Harlfinger. Back to Collins, who makes the two.
The Track Stars are hitting everything right now.
Yep.
They have not missed in at least 1 or 2 minutes right now.
All right, Bialy bringing it down the court now. Bialy looking inside to Pulaski. Pulaski has the ball stripped from him by Chris Collins, and Kentavious Wilson is rushing down the court now, and another easy layup for the Track Stars.
I like the way they went inside with Pulaski that time. They just too much help defense for the Track Stars. Got a turnover.
You got to be stronger in the paint. There's going to be all kinds of slapping going on in there. And a shot by Williams for three is short. Rebounded by Collins. Another thing, the Giants are taking all these outside shots. It's just, and they're not falling. They're a lot of low percentage shots.
Again,
Harlfinger is fouled. Looks like by Kayla Hahn. And he will be going to the line to shoot two.
Harlfinger seems to be getting in the paint right underneath the basket every time. The Giants got to get that out of there if they're going to continue to have any success.
Right now it's a tale of two different games. You've got the Track Stars who are trying to get inside, and then you've got the Giants who are trying to shoot outside shots as Harlfinger makes his first.
Definitely. What I've been seeing lately is the Giants, they've been moving the ball around really, really well. The problem is now that it's just one pass and shot up.
And Harlfinger misses the second, rebounded by Pulaski. Bialy bringing it down the court now. Goes inside, decides to pass it out to Hahn instead of committing to the shot. Bialy for a short two-pointer. Rebounds his own shot. Bialy passed inside, and a nice effort by Collins, but may have been out of bounds. Couldn't see it from here.
Yeah, it was out of bounds. Good hustle, though, by Collins.
Yep. Bialy's out to Erickson. Erickson misses the layup out to Collins, who brings it down the court for the Track Stars. 3:18 left in the first half. It's 22-7 Track Stars. Collins pulls up for three. No good.
I'm surprised he slowed the pace right there.
Yeah, they've been working pretty well with a fast-paced, running down the court style offense. Williams now bringing it down the court. Goes inside, and no good. It was a good effort by Williams there. He just couldn't get it to fall. And now Collins rushing down the court for the easy layup. Little defense by the WCU Giants on that one.
That was the 3-on-2 for the Track Stars, so an easy bucket there.
Yep. May have tried to get in and draw a charge or something. If the guy's bigger than you, it's about all you can do.
Definitely.
Hahn with the ball now, looking right to Williams. Williams into Bialy, who goes in and
that
breaks a long
good pass there.
drought.
That was a nice pass.
Breaks a long scoring drought for the WCU Giants. The score is now 24-9, 2:28 left in the first half.
We'd like to remind fans that access to the floor is limited to teams playing in the Intramural Championship night.
Finally, the WCU Giants get some points on the board after a long scoring drought, and basically the Track Stars doing whatever they wanted. So from here on out, what do you think the Giants need to do here? They need to slow down the Track Stars.
Yeah, they definitely do. They need to stop committing so many turnovers. They need to be more careful with the ball. They need to keep working around, keep that ball moving up, keep trying to work it inside. Have an inside-out game. Because if you throw it down on the post, what I've been noticing is that Williams or Collins for the Track Stars, they rotate down to try to help. But then you can just kick it out for an open three. But the problem is the Giants continue not to be able to hit their threes. But if they do hit their threes, then the Track Stars are going to have to contest that a little bit more, and then the inside game is going to be more open.
The inside will open up. But as you said, they're not making their threes, so they're not really getting an opportunity to use the post game. Track Star ball, 2:28 left in the first half. Contavious Wilson bringing it down the court slowly for the Track Stars. Wilson to the left, looks like he crossed over. And for the layup, Wilson making it look easy.
Contavious Wilson.
The points in the paint are definitely favoring the Track Stars at this point.
For three, Erickson, no good. Rebounded by Bialy, who puts up and gets an easy 2 points. That's another thing they can do is get offensive rebounds to help their case.
Yeah, Bialy had position that time underneath, and that was an easy putback for him.
Yep. 26-11 in favor of the Track Stars right now. 1:45 left in the first half. Wilson turns the ball over. Bialy gives it out to Hahn to avoid the travel. Bialy out to Williams. Bialy to Hahn. Hahn drives in the lane. No good.
That was a good job.
Rebounded by
She needs to
Wilson.
finish on that one.
All right, we're going to go to our sideline report. Ryan Keys. Ryan.
Thank you, Caleb. I'm here with Shauna Terry of the Lady Catamounts team. And Shauna, you had a big win yesterday against Sanford, had some key blocks in the game. How do you feel about it?
Look at you laugh. Well, I like to block shots. Since I couldn't play volleyball, I guess I can use that for basketball. My time is really well.
Well, you definitely do a pretty good job of it. And right now, your team looks set for tourney time. How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like we're going in good. Hold on, let me come out. Well, I feel like going into this conference tournament, we are in a good position than we were last year. So teams have to really worry about us this year.
And last question for you. You're here at the Intramural Champ Night tonight, watching some of your fellow students. What brings you out here tonight?
Well, we have two managers out here playing, and I'm supporting one of my friends that's playing later on. So I guess I can come and watch them play tonight.
All right, thank you, Shauna. Caleb, that was Shauna Terry of the Lady Cats. Her and the rest of her teammates looking great last night in a big win against Sanford. Back to you.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you to Shauna Terry for that interview. We're about to get to halftime here at the Intramural Championships for CoRec. Quick inbounds to Williams. Took a three and no good, and that is halftime. Your score at halftime of the CoRec Championship is Track Stars 26, WCU Giants 12. And Jake, talk about some things you noticed in the first half. First, really, the thing I noticed was that the Track Stars lived up to their name, and really they were just running all over the Giants in that first half.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They started to get out in transition early, and they kept the pace up for most of the first half. I'm actually surprised that the Giants have not continued to go inside. They're shooting way too many threes, but until they continue to knock them down, it's going to be ineffective. And the ball movement seems to be lacking later in the first half than it did the beginning of the game. But if they continue to move the ball around, maybe get some open opportunities, start knocking down some shots, they can definitely get back in this one.
Absolutely, Jake. And I think the thing the Giants need to do is they need to stop, like you said, taking so many outside shots. Those are low percentage shots. And when you're down, sometimes you get that mindset where you feel like you have to kind of be the guy that makes up the difference. You know, You know, try to be the hero. Absolutely. And it's one of those things when you're playing with a 14-point deficit, you have to make it up slowly. You know, you can't just make it up all in one shot. And I think some people kind of get in that mindset where it's like, oh, if I can make this 3, then the lead will get cut down like this. But when you got a team like Track Stars who's making it look almost easy at this point, you have to, you know, kind of play their game and get in the paint, get some paint points, and then kind of loosen up the outside game until you start hitting those shots.
Not only that, a lot of the three-pointers that the WCU Giants are taking are by their big men themselves. And so the big men are way too far away from the basket, so if a shot goes up and it rims out, they're not even going to be there for the rebound because they're not trying to follow their shots. But basically, when it comes down to it, it comes to hustle. It comes down to hustle and effort, and the Track Stars are definitely hustling and using a lot more effort towards grabbing the board and then getting out in transition where they're the strongest at right now.
You're right, and Collins, the main rebounder for the Track Stars, is probably smaller than both Pulaski and Williams, and he's still getting the bulk of the rebounds inside because he's just putting out more effort. All right, and now we're going to go out to our sideline reporter, Ryan Keys. Ryan.
I'm here with Eric Farmer of Intramurals at the CRC. And Eric, what kind of upcoming events do you have planned with Intramurals with the CRC?
Essentially, just this week we have tonight. We actually have volleyball going on right now. Just started last night. Upcoming on Thursday, we actually have a wrestling match, basically a tournament-style format. And then on Monday will be a managers meeting for outdoor soccer. So if teams haven't signed up for outdoor soccer, be sure to do so by the 27th. So,
now for students interested in getting involved with Intramurals, is there any particular things that they need to do to get involved?
Absolutely. We actually use a website called imleagues.com. You can actually create an account on there through Western Carolina University. That'll give you all the information about any intramural activities that we actually have to offer. So.
All right, last question for you, Eric. What would you say to encourage students to get involved with Intramurals?
Intramurals is a great way to still remain competitive or even find an outlet for campus recreation, and in a way that basically has an outlet for any person. They have all sorts of avenues, whether it be basketball or a video game tournament with Madden or softball coming up here soon or anything along those lines. Basically, it has something to offer for any student here at Western. So.
Thank you very much, Eric. That was Eric Farmer with Intramurals through the CRC, and the website he gave you there, imleagues.com.
imleagues.com, and if you don't find it there, you can also visit our website for the Rec Center at reccenter.wcu.edu.
There you go, all the information you need to get involved with Intramurals. We're going to send it back to Caleb Rutherford for the rest of the halftime show. Caleb?
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Eric Farmer. We got about a minute to go left in halftime, and Jake, if you're the Track Stars at this point, what do you do?
Well, I continue to get out in transition. I continue to make it a fast-paced game because, as I can see, the Giants can't keep up with them. And when it comes down to 2-on-3 breaks, they're going to win every time in that regard. And even if they don't make the basket or convert on the plays that they do get out in transition, they're going to wear down the Giants enough where it won't really matter in the long run of the game.
And, you know, this just goes to show you that size, especially for like height, the height advantage, it's not always in your favor. You know, sometimes being a big guy is a disadvantage for basketball because you can't move around quite as well. And the Track Stars are really exploiting that right now against the Giants. And the Track Stars need to keep doing their thing. You know, obviously they've got a 14-point lead. They're 18 minutes away from the CoRec championship at this point. But the Giants can still get back in it, but they have to do it by playing sound defense and using their big men in the paint. You don't try to make it up with a bunch of three-pointers because that's not going to work. They've already tried that, and they've got all of 12 points out of it in the first half.
Definitely. The start of the second half is going to be a big turning point for the game. If the first couple of minutes they can get on a little 5-0, 8-0 run, maybe they can get back in this ball game and make it a good second half.
All right, start of the second half here at the CoRec Championship. It is Giants ball 26-12 in favor of the Track Stars. Hahn inbounds the ball to Williams. Williams passes out to Erickson, who takes a three. And it is good.
Erickson with the three.
One of the few threes we've seen from them so far in this game.
With the four, excuse me.
If the Giants can keep knocking those shots down early, maybe this can be a different game in the second half.
And it looks like Harlfinger is shooting 2 for the Track Stars. And he misses the first. And Harlfinger missed the second, rebounded by Pulaski. And now the Giants are rushing down the court, down to Williams, who is driving into the lane. And some contact, rebounded by Pulaski, no good. Rebounded by Williams, puts it up, and no good. But it looks like there will be a foul on the Track Stars.
The Track Stars are going to have to continue hitting their free throws if they're going to keep the separation in this game and keep this lead.
But immediately we already see the difference. The Giants are trying to get into the paint and use their size advantage to rough up the Track Stars in the paint. And Williams' first is no good.
And also Williams, as he's bringing the ball down the court, I don't know if they want to get Bialy open on the wing or what, but Williams is taking the ball down the court and driving to the basket more.
And Williams misses the second, rebounded by Harlfinger, who throws it out to Collins, and Collins now rushing down the court. Collins pulls up a jumper, no good. And he gets his own rebound. Passes it into Harlfinger. Goes into Leonard, and it's blocked.
Good ball movement there, though, by the Track Stars. Getting in the painted area, as always.
You're right, Jake. Unfortunately, when you have someone about a foot taller than you. A missed 3 by, I believe that was Wilson. And now Williams bringing it down the court. Williams passes it out to Hahn. Hahn back to Williams. Out to Pulaski, goes into Erickson for a no-good short jumper. Collins with the rebound. And Collins has the ball stripped by Bialy, who does a nice spin move. Nice spin move into a layup. And now the lead is down to 8 points. 15-15 left in the second half. 26-18 Track Stars.
I see a little bit more spark in the Giants right now.
You talked about that early run. Harlfinger pass to Leonard. No good.
Nice interior defense there by Pulaski.
Yep. Williams bringing it down the court now. It says Pulaski in his shirt, but evidently that's Vincent Williams. Williams into Pulaski. And the ball is stripped by Collins, but recovered by Hahn for the Giants.
Williams had Hahn wide open on the wing. I'm surprised she didn't get the ball on that one.
Bialy for 3. And it's good. 26-21, 14:30 left in the game. Now it's only a 5-point deficit. You talked about an early run, Jake, and right now the Giants are doing just that.
And even more so, they hit the first 2 3-point attempts. They're 2 for 2 on threes this half.
Right.
If they continue to do that, the interior is going to open up.
Collins with a nice move, gets his own rebound. No. Recovered by Bialy. And the Giants are starting to pick up the pace just a little bit now. Bialy for 3 again. And it's good. All of a sudden, those shots that weren't falling in the first half are falling in the second half.
And we got a timeout.
And the Track Stars take a timeout, and rightfully so. The Giants have caught fire to start off the second half, now down only 2 points. 13:58 left in the game. It is now 26-24 Track Stars. And if you're the Track Stars, you've got to be wondering, okay, where did this come from?
Well, the tempo is getting set back in the Giants' favor. It's slowing down. They're being able to set up an offense, set up their movement, be able to work around the perimeter, and then find the open shot. I'm actually surprised, though, even though Bialy made that last shot attempt, he's having Hahn wide open on the wing every time, and I don't know if he doesn't see her or whatnot, but if that shot's not open for Bialy, he can always kick it out to Hahn, and if she can knock it down, she knocks it down. It'd be a very good shot attempt for her.
Well, that's the nice thing about intramurals, Jake. You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We've seen that so far.
Yes, we have. It looks like Bialy, maybe he's the best three-pointer on their team. He's just kind of stepping to the side of the defense and just throwing it up there, and so far it's worked out in the second half. Harlfinger to inbound for the Track Stars.
The Track Stars need a bucket here to get this lead back up.
So far the Track Stars have not scored in the second half. Harlfinger with some nice defense by Bialy, and the Track Stars turn it over. Recovered by Erickson, and another quick turnover by Bialy. Chris Collins with the recovery. Now Collins bringing it down the court. Passes it out to Green. Back to Collins, and intercepted by Bialy. Bialy up, and Collins just rejects Bialy right in the paint.
Wilson on that one.
And an offensive foul. Great job by Williams on that one to set his feet and draw the charge.
That was a very nice play by Williams on that one. I'm actually surprised Bialy didn't try to slow it down since it was like 1-on-3 for Bialy. Because right now in transition, they're turning the ball they get out in transition, and the WC Giants are turning the ball over too frequently.
Williams out to Hahn. Hahn drives in and blocked by Collins. Green bringing it down the floor quickly, passes to Leonard. Leonard for the two-pointer, and that breaks the scoring drought for.
And what got that shot open was the head fake and the shot fake. Way to get in the painted area.
Williams bringing it down the floor slowly, surveying the defense.
But on that last possession for the Giants, Hahn missed Bialy wide open on the wing.
Hahn for three, no good. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Pulaski. And the Track Stars will go to the line to shoot two. Looks like Harlfinger will be the shooter for the Track Stars.
Even though Hahn missed that three-pointer, I like the fact that she's still taking the shots because it's going to exploit the defense more, and they're going to have to respect the shot eventually for the Track Stars.
You're right, but if they start missing them again, they're going to end up in a deficit. And Harlfinger makes the first. 30-24 is the score now. 11:48 left in the ball game.
He needs the second one right here.
And he misses the second, rebounded by Pulaski. Puts it out to Bialy. Nice effort by Harlfinger to strip the ball. Bialy trying to drive. Great defense by Green there. Into Pulaski. Into Williams. No good. Rebounded by Harlfinger, is bringing it down the court. Passes to Leonard. Leonard two-pointers, no good, and out of bounds on the Track Stars.
It was a good pass in transition, though. Way to run out from Harlfinger and Collins.
Yeah, Leonard was definitely open there. Just couldn't capitalize on the shot. Bialy with the ball. Looking inside to Williams. Nice two-point shot by Williams. Found a little hole in that defense and took care of business there.
They need to try to get a body on Williams. Too wide open.
Need to do something, because now the lead is back to 4 points for the Track Stars. Leonard for three, no good. And Collins with the nice effort on the rebound. He's got a nice trap from the Giants, but he's able to get the ball to Harlfinger. Looks out to Wilson. Wilson to Leonard. Long two-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Nice effort on that rebound there. Now Collins playing full court press on Williams, and we are going to have a foul on Collins for the reach-in.
The foul is on Chris Collins, the second.
That seemed to be a frustration foul on that one.
Yeah, I think he wasn't liking that too much. Now Williams will get 2 free throws.
I like the aggressive style that the Track Stars are putting on defense, but they can't give many free shots at the line right now.
First of Williams, 2 is good. 30-27 now in favor of the Track Stars. 9:50 left in the ball game. Second one, he airballed it. And that is an automatic ball for the Track Stars. Harlfinger inbounds to Wilson. Wilson trying to slow the tempo down a little bit. Out to Green. Green for three. And she nails it.
That was a nice high arc and shock on that one.
Great shot by Green.
Kelsey Green with the 4-pointer.
Now it is 34-27, 9:15 left in the ball game. Erickson looking for Hahn out in the wing. Hahn doesn't see anything. Bialy with a long three. No good. Rebounded by Collins, who kind of jumped over everyone on that one. Wilson with the fast break. And an absolute smash of a block by Pulaski on that one. That's what happens when you're 2 feet taller than everyone else.
Denied by Pulaski on that one.
You get to swat at balls like that one.
He has to reinforce the nickname the Giants from time to time, I guess it is.
Absolutely. It is Track Star ball. 8:30 left in the ball game. Inbounded to Ashley Birding. Goes inside to Wilson and out to Hargrove. Hargrove passes to Collins, and Collins falls down. Nice recovery by Wilson, and Williams gets his hands on the errant pass and knocks it out of bounds. It's still track star ball.
Right now, the track stars need to just make sure they be careful of the ball. Don't do any careless mistakes. I'm surprised they're not milking any more, like a lot of clock right now. They have a lead.
And the pass is intercepted by Bialy, who's got a free run to the basket and a nice layup attempt, but did not go down. Foul on Harlfinger, and Bialy will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that foul right there.
Fouls on number 7, Matt Harlfinger. Alex Bialy on the line.
Harfinger looked like he tried to avoid the contact in that one, and I don't know what the ref saw, but it didn't look like a foul to me.
And the first is good. 34-28 now, 7:28 left in the ball game. Track Stars up by 6.
Bialy is really stepping it up right now.
And the second is no good, rebounded by Collins. Collins bringing it up the floor pretty quickly. Driving into the lane, nice out pass. Hargrove's 2-point attempt, no good, and rebounded by Pulaski. That's the nice thing about the big man. He gets those hands up. Williams out pass to Bialy for 3 is good.
Good court vision for the big man.
6:50 left to go in the ball game. It's 34-31 Track Stars. And now the Track Stars are trying to slow it down a little bit. Collins with the ball, out to Harlfinger, to Hargrove. Back to Harlfinger. To Hargrove, Hargrove looking. Back to Harlfinger. Harlfinger driving in, and the 2-point attempt is good. All right, now we're going to go out to our sideline reporter, Ryan Keys. Ryan.
Thank you, Caleb. And I'm here with, sadly, I have to say this, the coach, Kyle Rush. And Kyle, you're a member of Sigma Chi fraternity. You guys played intramurally with the Greek League, which we'll be playing later tonight. And you lost your first playoff game. I heard you were up by 10 at half, and then it all just went downhill. How does that reflect on you as a coach?
I don't know about how much it attributes to coaching. You know, we got some plays that didn't go our way, some calls that didn't go our way. But give Kappa Sig, the team we played, a lot of credit. They came out with a lot more energy in the second half. And we got a lot of our bigs got in foul trouble, and that really hurt us in the second half.
Okay, fair enough. I'll let you blame the refs all you want to, but honestly, Kyle, looking forward to the Greek men's B game later tonight. You've played against the Greek team. You know the players on the team. Do you feel they have a chance against men's B tonight?
I think they do. SAE, the key for them, they got to get it inside. They did that really well against us. Steve and John Fox is a spot-up shooter. They got to be able to get those two guys going. Steve on the inside, and John Fox has to light it up from the outside, something they're very capable of doing. We were able to shut out the outside game, but inside they're really good.
And of course, Kyle Rush, a member of TV 62 as well. He will be covering both the Greeks men's B game and the men's A game, the premier game of the night, later tonight. Thank you, Kyle Rush, and we will see you in a couple of hours. Caleb, back to you.
Thank you, Ryan. And after a timeout, it is Track Star ball. 5:50 left to go in the game. 36-31, the score in favor of the Track Stars. Harlfinger with the ball now. Passes across court. Inside to Collins. Collins, tough 2-point shot, no good. And Williams out-rebounded Wilson. Looks like they're trying to get a jump ball. And the Giants were able to get a timeout to retain possession. Good use of the timeout now there by the Giants to keep the ball. And right now, Jake, in quite of a contrast to the first half, it's still anybody's game right now.
Yeah, right now the Track Stars, they look a little bit fatigued on both ends of the floor. There are a lot of ball watching, a lot of standing around, not having any ball movement like the Giants are putting up on the offensive end. But right now they're holding strong. They just need to continue to push it and continue to get points anywhere they can find it. But right now they need to make sure that they don't let the Giants back into the game, because at that point the Giants are going to have the momentum, and they don't want that in their favor.
You're right, Jake. In sports these days is all about momentum. And right now, the Giants have the momentum, and they've been using their big men a lot better than they were in the first half. They're not taking quite as many outside shots, and the ones they are taking, they're actually making this time.
I was quite concerned with the big man Williams bringing it up for the WCU Giants, bring the ball up the court, but it's freeing up Bialy on the outside, and he's starting to knock down shots, and he's starting to hit them. If they continue to do that, it's going to be anybody's game when the last couple minutes of it, when it comes down to it.
That's right. Erickson inbounding the ball to Bialy, and Bialy's letting it roll a little bit to conserve time. Bialy passes inside to Williams. Williams back to Bialy inside. A nice two-point attempt. Good by Bialy. The lead is now down to 3 points with just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Bialy strips the ball from Harlfinger. And he misses the layup, but gets his own rebound. And on the second attempt, we have an and one.
That was a good hustle by Bialy on that one. That was all hustle.
Great hustle by Bialy on that one. And now Bialy has a chance to tie the game with just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Bialy showing a little bit more assertiveness in the second half than he did in the first half, which is definitely helping the Giants.
Bialy misses the free throw. Rebounded by Birding. Birding bringing it down the court now. Pass out to Harlfinger. Harlfinger takes a long three. No good. Rebounded by Erickson. And Erickson gives it back to Bialy. Bialy out to Hahn for three. A little bit short. Rebounded by Williams. Williams with a nice effort. And now the Giants have taken the lead, 37-36, just under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Wilson bringing it down slowly for the Track Stars. Out to Harlfinger. Harlfinger trying to drive, and a nice behind-the-back move, but to no avail. Rebounded by Williams. And now if you're the Track Stars, you got to think about speeding the game up a little bit. And we have an off-the-ball foul.
We might have a double technical here.
And we have a double technical foul.
Good call, Jake. Double technical foul.
Stars number 7, Matt Harlfinger. That fouls him out. And for WCU Giants,
I didn't see exactly what happened there, but it looks like Harlfinger is now out of the game. Double technical.
Yeah, Pulaski and Harlfinger, they were going a little harder underneath the basket, and I guess they got a little chippy, and the refs decided to call it.
And it looks like only Harlfinger will be penalized for that.
That's a big loss for the Track Stars.
Yep, he's been in for most of the game. Bialy into Williams. Williams trying to drive. Passes it out to Leanne Mullins. And then Erickson for three. Air ball. Rebounded by Pulaski. Pulaski. Bialy into Williams. And another air ball. And a nice try by Pulaski to hit the ball off of Collins to get it out of bounds, but to no avail. Collins to drive. No good. Rebounded by Pulaski. And we have another foul.
Another chippy foul by the Track Stars.
Looks like they're getting frustrated. They had a nice big lead in the first half, and now that lead is gone. And it looks like there's some frustration on the side of the Track Stars, and now it looks like Pulaski will go to the line to shoot two. Just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. The Giants are up 37-36.
the foul is on Chris Collins, the second.
These are two very important free throws for Pulaski. And he swishes the first.
Oh, good-looking stroke for a big man.
And he misses the second one, rebounded by Collins. Track Stars with a chance to tie or take the lead here, just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Collins passes it out to Wilson, who passes it to Leonard. Leonard looking inside. Nothing there. Passes it out to Wilson, who goes to drive into the lane. Pass to Collins. And the layup is no good. Rebounded by Wilson. And a foul.
Good drive by Collins there. I'm surprised he didn't actually finish that one. Him and Wilson are working this on the boards this half.
And the 4th foul on Pulaski. Or Williams. I blame the PA guy for that one.
These are big right here for the Track Stars.
Yep. They have a chance to tie the game. Wilson makes the first.
Just squeaked in on that one, I'll tell you that.
The ball begrudgingly went in the hoop on that one. Now with the chance to tie the game. And he swishes it. 1:37 left in the ball game. It is 38-all. Giants ball. Bialy bringing it down the court slowly.
Track Stars going to take away Williams here. Oh.
Williams passes it out to Erickson for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bialy. And Williams had a chance for an easy putback and missed it. Now Wilson, fast break down the court. And a foul. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Mullins.
That's a costly miss right there for Williams for the WC Giants. Right in the interior of the defense. Nobody on him. Just couldn't quite
convert it.
I like how Wilson for the Track Stars pushed the tempo on that one, draw the foul on the other end. Definitely their game.
Now to take the lead. And he misses the first. 1:16 left in the ball game. It is still tied 38-38. Contavious Wilson at the line for his 2nd free throw. And he makes the 2nd to give his team a 1-point lead. Now Williams bringing it down the court for the Giants. And the screen by Pulaski there didn't really help. Williams with a nice penetration in the lane, but could not convert. And Leanna Erickson could not get the handles on the ball, and now it is Track Star ball with just a minute to go. Timeout Giants.
Track Stars did a really good job of boxing out the big guys, Pulaski and Williams, on that last shot attempt.
And right now, just under a minute to go. If you're the Giants, you're down by 1. You've managed to fight back all this way. What do you do if you're the Giants? You just lost the ball.
Well, if I'm the Giants, what it seems to be that the Track Stars are doing, they're not eating up any clock. They're not really, I mean, they're forcing things at times. So if the Giants can just stiffen up a little bit of defense, maybe create a turnover, or maybe get a errant shot attempt up, they can go the other way, maybe slow it down, maybe get out in transition. But I still say you try to get down, like if they can get a turnover, get the ball back with some time left on the clock, that the Giants try to go inside. Williams, he's setting up at the top of the key, being able to work out of that offensive set, and it's been working out for him in the second half. They came back, so Bialy could be open on the wing, same with Hahn, or they could drive it in. Williams could drive it in. So I look for them to get the ball back any way they can, hopefully on a turnover for them, and then just slow it down, get their offensive set, and then work the inside out.
Probably just a couple possessions left for both teams. Track Stars up 39-38. It is Track Star ball after a Giants turnover. Leonard to inbound to Wilson.
No ticky-tack fouls here for the Giants, though.
Don't want to give away any free points. Absolutely right.
The guests are the Track Stars in the yellow.
Looked like Bialy was going to try a full court press, but decided against it. Wilson handling the ball, trying to drive. And Bialy tried to draw the charge, but was unable to do so. Looks like he didn't set his feet. No harm, no foul. Collins with the ball now, driving to the left. Almost lost the handle on that one. Looks like they're trying to play keep away. And the foul.
Good idea by the Track Stars. I like how they came out of that timeout with the mindset of making them foul, keeping the ball, keeping in control. And now it's all down to these 2 free throws.
And Chris Collins at the line with a chance to make it a 2 or 3 point game. Still a 1-possession game regardless how this ends up. I think the Giants feel like if the Track Stars were going to play keep away, that they would foul and try and go ahead and get the ball back. Collins makes the first. 32 seconds left in the ball game. 40-38 Track Stars. Collins with the 2nd free throw. And he makes both of them.
Those are huge for the Track Stars.
Absolutely. 41-38 Track Stars. Bialy with the ball now. They're probably going to look for a 3-point attempt. Bialy with a long 3. No good. Rebounded by Green, and They got the traveling call. Green could not get up with the ball, and she tried to move, and they got her for traveling.
Bialy forced that too much on that one.
Pulaski to inbound the ball and throws it right to Green.
Track stars have to foul. I mean, the Giants have to foul.
And Leonard with an open basket, and it's good, and that might seal the game. 44-38. Giants rushing down the floor. Erickson with a long three.
Desperation.
No good. Desperation three. And it looks like that's going to be the ball game.
Track stars pull it out.
Track Stars win 44-38. The Track Stars are your CoRec intramural champions. That ended up being a pretty exciting game there towards the end.
Definitely, definitely. I'm surprised that Bialy tried to force it as much as he did. There was a lot of time left on the clock, almost 25 seconds. He forced a long three. And then the out-of-bounds play, they just didn't have anything to work with. They probably should have called a timeout, maybe figured out a set to run out of, but maybe they weren't out of timeouts. But they probably could have done a little bit different there. But all in all, very good game. It was very entertaining. The Track Stars did very good at the end of the game to stiffen up their defense and to pull out the win.
The Giants definitely had their chance to win the game, and despite losing one of their better players, the Track Stars were still able to pull it out. All right, this has been your coverage of TV62's coverage of the CoRec Championship. We're going to take a break. I'm Caleb Rutherford with Jake Myers. Thanks for watching.